Good evening. Ever since I heard there was like 10 minutes, I was like, wow, that's a lot of time.
Hands are shaky.
And thank you. I wasn't sure if I was excited or if I was scared as heck. I feel like I'm both. Thank you. Okay, so this is Mental Health Month, and so I feel like that's what I'm going to express. If I was to write a memoir real quick, like in less than the 10 minutes that I have, I would start my life to say, I was born confused, sensitive, they said. Later on, I was crucified for the same sensitivities that once was admired, once was applauded, once was so special and kind. I was put in jail with the only excuse that she is mental. Her pain has always been transferred against herself. Society does never understands. They say it's more easier to understand anger against others, right? If I was to hit someone, I would go to anger management. If I hit you again, I would get probation. If I kill you, I might get some serious time. I never killed, harmed, or beat anyone, but yet I suffered 16 months in jail. The only crime against me was that they couldn't understand why someone with trauma would turn it against themselves. She must be hiding. She must be lying. She must be dying. And yes, I was. I was dying each day trying to fight a sister until I did get out. I got out, and that was the only time, the day that I pleaded guilty, that I suddenly was free. I have 17 years now with no suicide attempts. 17 years ago, they put me in jail. 17 years ago, I became free. There was no longer a reason for me to keep fighting when they already had crucified me. So now, I just am me. I'm able to be me. Here, I'm able to be me. Out there, not so much. People like me, we don't get to talk loudly. We don't get to act and scream because there's always somebody that's saying, oh no, why? Oh no, not that way. See, in our society, caring, loving, unconditionally is actually not what we encourage. We encourage fear, hate, discrimination, separation, moments, pauses, where we can celebrate being human. We can celebrate our differences. It's not something that is every day, but yet something that we decide upon for moments, for today, but not for yesterday, and not necessarily for tomorrow. We have to stop. We have to take a minute and uplift kindness. Don't make it just something that you celebrate on TikTok, Facebook, but celebrate it every day. Because right now we are raising hate, fear, discrimination, separation. We don't celebrate similarities anymore because everybody really is reaching for that separateness, that I. We don't want to be we, us, and them. We always want to be, no, I, not you. I, not them. I. How can we say I when we didn't start by ourselves? None of us, no matter what our path was, none of us, no matter what our past was, we never started by ourselves. Each and every one of us needed a he and a she. That's just the way it is. We needed that to be us. Not because it divides us, but that's just the way it was created. Until we change that, we can't survive as a human race, right? But does that mean that we can't all involve each other? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. I have been not separated because I'm black. I have always been separated because I am different here. I am different in the way that I see the world. I have always wondered, why should I yell at you? Why should you yell at me? When all it does is make me scared and afraid to come to you, to talk to you, to hear you. Let's put down the separateness that divides us and the similarities that combine us, that make us, that feel us, that be us, that is us as a human race. That is the only thing that really matters, that will save the animals that we fight for, that will save the water that we want to be pured. If we keep fighting against the humans and finding all the differences, all the other things that we scream loud for, won't even hear us. It's like a whisper that never shuts up. Stop, stop, stop.